All right, let's get it. What's up, Daryl? Daryl already in the house. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
And exit tones are off.
Okay, LinkedIn just now joined us. What's up to the LinkedIn gang? Give me a replay, gang, if you're watching a replay. My name is Haziq Ali. We call this thing Good Morning Millionaire. All I want to do is help you make more money with your business. All I want to do is give you these little principles, these secrets. Some are little, but that's more of a turn of phrase. This is actually a lot of profound sorts of nuances. Something you may want to write in your notes is that mastery is always found in the nuances. That's where you find mastery, right? It's not in the obvious insights. A lot of times it's in these epiphanies that you get as you begin to dig into the weeds. And so every single morning, what we do is we give you a different angle to kind of focus on. Every Monday, we focus on mindset. And it's down there. You can follow along. Every Tuesday is sales. Every Wednesday is marketing. Every Thursday is leadership. And every Friday, we do free coaching Friday. If you're wondering how you get your questions thrown into the circle with free coaching Friday, then all you do is join the newsletter. Go to millionaireminded.com, or you can say it like an affirmation. We are millionaireminded.com. Put your name and your email address inside the little box. You'll get this free like affirmations exploration. It's kind of like a cheat sheet of the affirmations that we say every single morning. And you'll also be enrolled in the world's best newsletter for entrepreneurs and servant leaders. We call it entrepreneurishment. And it's a big cause to us. We believe that we can achieve world peace if we can achieve personal peace. And we can achieve personal peace if we start with financial freedom. Yes, I know fully well that there are other pieces that are involved in you having personal peace, right? But here's what I know. I know when they go into these countries and colonize it, they come with food before they come with the Bible. You know what I'm saying? I know for a fact that food, that money, the ability to eat is at the base of most people's stupid decisions. I know a desperation breeds mistakes. I know that. And so what we're trying to do is get you into a place where you celebrate the fact that you're one of God's favorite people. I want you to celebrate the idea that you've been given a vision and you're jumping into it to self-actualize. I want you to celebrate the fact that you're one of the few and the proud that are willing to turn the invisible into the tangible, right? You're willing to turn a thought and an idea into something physical, be it an actual product or be it the results of you serving and putting value in the marketplace. I applaud you. I'm very proud of you. And every single morning, my purpose is to help extend your life expectancy. I don't know how many of you are aware of it, but entrepreneurs have a very short life expectancy. Entrepreneurs go out of business with fervor and passion. One minute you see them up, next minute they've got a for sale sign out front. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Here's why. We confuse passion with the principles. We confuse loving what it is we do with also understanding how to do it to its fullest capacity. We confuse loving to cook with knowing how to run a restaurant. That's not how it works. And the play here is that your business school teacher didn't even have a business, my friend. Your business school teacher didn't even have a business. This is why it is vital. This is why it is critical to your development to seek out the education that you need to go to the next level. I'm proud of you for being here, millionaire. I'm proud of you. And so this morning, since it's a Marketing Wednesday, we're going to kind of do a workshop together. We're going to run through some principles, and then I'm going to challenge you right here in real time to assess how you use that principle. I'm going to do this with quite a few of them. I'm going to give you 13 different marketing principles, 13 different marketing kind of like adages, secrets. Some of them sound like a t-shirt, right? But I'm going to give it to you in these catchy formats so that you can consider how you're using this stuff to make yourself more magnetic to your perfect customer, right? Because that's what marketing is about. Men naturally do sales. We do a lot of pitching. if you get what I'm saying, in male-female relationships. But women do marketing. Women are the ones that put themselves in position. Women are the ones who dress a certain way. Women are the ones who put themselves in certain environments, or they put themselves in certain lighting when they take their picture. They're marketing. They're natural marketers, right? Because their thing is attracting. Sales is about going to get it. Marketing is about making it come to you. And you need both of them. Somebody give it to me in the comments. You need both. So, every Monday we do the mindset. Every Tuesday we do the sales tips. Every Wednesday is about marketing. Every Thursday is about leadership. And then every Friday is free coaching Friday. So right now, check in. Let them know where you're calling in from. Let them know what city we got some family from. I see plenty of people already doing that. Give us some likes, help program the algorithm. Like, yeah, I want more content that helps me make money, Facebook. Hey, LinkedIn, show me more content that makes money. The way you tell the algorithm you want to see more stuff that helps you make money is you like this. So please like it right now. My man Daryl in the house. What up, Chanel? Young Coco up in here. Darnisha. Good morning, Yuli. What's up, Samaya? Glad you made it in this morning. Kay, Miss K Wright is in the house. We got a party. Technisha repping A-Town. Let's go. Yeah, both Chanel's checking in this morning. We got any more Chanel's want to check in? What's up, Mark? Glad you made it in, Tammy. Yeah, Shayla. I'm glad you're here, Queen. Checking in from Facebook. What's up, Yahura? Glad you made it in. Let's go. Let's get it, Mark. Okay, Kentucky in the house. All right, y'all. So I hope you're prepared to kind of like rock with us this morning because I've got some questions for you. I'm going to give you some of these concepts, but I got some questions for you, Pastor Dandridge. I want you to kind of like think this stuff out, Tess, because some of what I'm about to share with you is going to be a reminder, and some of it may be a new idea. So I want you to kind of take this serious. We got Chicago checking in. Yeah, what's up, Tish? We was waiting on you, girl. Okay, so I want you to kind of think about these marketing principles because my humble adage, I humbly contend that if you understand marketing psychology, you ain't never going to have to worry about what platform you should use or, what the algorithms are doing today, how they've changed something, what are the current marketing trends. This that I'm about to give you is going to help you sell more forever, Desiree. This is going to help you sell more forever. So I hope you're ready. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, here's the first one. Write this down in your notes. People primarily care about survival, health, pleasure, pain, sex, comfort, and here's the one that's the most important of all of them, y'all, status. This is what people care about primarily. My question to you this morning is which one of these do you use the most? Which one of these do you use the most? Are you marketing your product or service using survival? Are you marketing your product or service using health? Are you using pleasure or pain? Are you using sex? Are you using comfort? Or are you using status? I want you to think about this. We always talk about how there are only three markets: health, wealth, and relationships, right? But then you see these ancillary markets that come up out of those red oceans. We call them a red ocean because entrepreneurs are like sharks. If you're familiar with Shark Tank, they're like sharks in that a shark will smell blood in the water and swim from miles away to get to where that food is, right? Then all the other sharks are coming from miles away as well. It turns into what they call a feeding frenzy, where everybody is feeding on this same food source. The water gets real bloody, hence red ocean. This is exactly how business works. There'll be somebody who comes up with a really good idea. The sharks will smell blood in the water. Everybody will rush them. It becomes a feeding frenzy. And your goal is to call all of those customers up out of that red ocean into your nice, crisp, serene, crystal clear blue waters, this blue ocean that you created. And the way you do that is using these factors. This is a marketing principle that will change your life. If all of them are doing normal yoga, your job is to let them know, hey, it's not your fault. you can't get into the positions. What you needed was hot yoga. See, all of them are teaching regular yoga. It became a red ocean. It became a bloody ocean because now everybody's like, look at how much money they're making. I can teach yoga too. And so all the customers don't know what to do, right? They're trapped in yoga world. They want to do yoga. They've heard about the benefits. They've already been educated about how it can change their lives, but they don't know who to go to. But you also have people who have been going to yoga and they're frustrated. They're like, why can't I do it like them? They all seem like rubber bands. What's going on? Right? So not only is it a red ocean from the perspective of the entrepreneur where everybody's doing it, but from the perspective of the customer, some of them are frustrated to all heck. Your job then is to know your product, yes, but mostly you need to know the prospect and their problem more than you know the product. You got me? Most sales training focuses you on learning the product, and that's a powerful thing. But the reason you want to know your product like the back of your hand is so you can perfectly match it with the prospect. And most of you know way too little about the prospect. You know way too little about the prospect's problem. People mostly care about status. How are you marketing your opportunity? How are you marketing your service? How are you marketing your product? How are you marketing your solution? You know, if I'm selling yoga, I can use health, wealth, or relationships to sell yoga, right? I can say yoga is going to help with your mental acuity and dexterity, and then I'm a win. I can say that yoga is going to help you make more money because it's going to clear your mind. So we have yoga for executives. We have yoga for entrepreneurs. Do you know what a powerful niche that would become? If I've got yoga classes that are designed just for entrepreneurs because I figured out that's what I want to do. I want to use the wealth market to really push what it is I'm selling. You see what I just did there? Or I can say relationships. It's going to make you look way more sexy. You know, when you start taking, this is yoga for people who want to be sexier, right? Now this is yoga for people who want to keep the spark in their relationship. You see what I did there? What are you using to sell your product or service? That's a challenge to you. I want you to think about that this morning, right? Here's number two. Yeah, that's exactly right. You want to know why, Tammy? You want to know why? Because at the end of the day, if I can make it so that I'm convicted about what my product can do, I really don't need sales training anymore. If I can just get real clear on how perfect my solution matches up with this prospect's problem, now I've got the most powerful thing in the world going for me, and that's conviction. That's belief. I mean, I can prove it to you, right? I can prove it to you. You know, you got all these religious movements all over the world, right? There are hundreds, there are thousands of different religions, right? All over the world. But check it out. When they go out and recruit, like if you watch these documentaries about Charles Manson and Hitler and all of these different people, they weren't teaching their people sales techniques. They got their people to believe. That's a training for another day, though. Here's principle number 2. I know we spent a lot of time on principle number 1, and that's because I wanted to give you some foundation there. You know, I wanted to teach you stuff your business school teacher didn't teach you because he didn't even have a business. You dig what I'm saying? But here's rule number 2. All right. Unique always sells better than better. I'm going to say it again. I don't want you to miss this. We just kind of talked about blue ocean. Hey, y'all, it's not your fault you can't get into yoga positions. You needed hot yoga. Everybody's like, oh, snap. I knew it wasn't my fault. Let me go over here to this unique thing called hot yoga. You got me? Unique always sells better than better. People love novelty. If you keep on, and then here's another way to think about it, right? Here's another way to think about it. Even with your presentation, if you keep doing it the way everybody else is doing, people ain't going to care. What can you do to stand out from the crowd? Y'all? You got me? Unique always sells better than better. Somebody give it to me. Unique sells better than better. Unique or different. You know, That's why it's better to be the first than it is the best. Up until recently, we called every kind of truck a Jeep because Jeep was first. Or we would say we Xerox something, not photocopy. We would say we Xerox it because Xerox was first. You get me? Here's the third principle I got for you. So my question for you on that one, y'all, if you're rocking with us workshop style, is what is completely different about what it is you offer? I don't care if you're in a network marketing company. What do you and your squad do that's different from everybody else? Why should I join you instead of the other person? I don't care if you're doing landscaping. What is different about your lands? I don't care if you're a babysitter. What is different? I don't care if you run a tax service. What is it that you do different? What is it that you do that is unique compared to everybody else in your industry? You got to know this and you got to communicate it. Here's the third one I got. Since we're talking about communication, facts tell, stories sell. Now I know you've heard that before. But what are the stories you're using? What are the stories you know stories? You know stories are the first form of entertainment. You know stories are actually edutainment. I don't care if you're talking about a story from the some holy book, or if you're talking about Walt Disney. I don't care if you're talking about a bedtime story, or if you're talking about my grandma used to watch something called soap operas. Stories are educational. Because what you're doing, whether it's conscious or subconscious, I don't care if you're talking about reality TV. Don't let that go over your head. Teach me how to do, teach me, right? I don't care if you're talking about reality TV. Those stories are educational because you're putting yourself in the shoes of the character and learning how to handle whatever problem gets presented, because that's what makes it a story. Character has a goal. There's an obstacle between them and the goal. That's called drama. That's where the story starts, right? What's my point? My point is, what are you doing to capture attention? Explanations are boring. Stories are way more easy to understand. They're way more persuasive, and they're way more profitable. All right, here's number four. Solutions that work are good, but solutions that work quickly and easily are great. You've heard it a million times. You can get it fast, you can get it cheap, or you can get it high quality, right? Pick any two. In other words, if it's fast and cheap, it ain't going to be high quality. If it's cheap and high quality, it ain't going to be fast. If it's fast and high quality, it ain't going to be cheap. But check it out. If you could find a way to make that thing work with efficiency, speed, and it's easy to use, oh man, you got some magic. Any offer, I want you to think about what you're offering people. If you can make it so that it feels like it's an efficient use of my money, it feels like it's going to work fast, and it feels like even I can do it, you got some magic on your hands. Here's number 5, because I know we're running out of time. Let's hurry up. Here's number 5. Us versus them always works. Us versus them always works. What a powerful point, Samaya. Thank you for that. She was like, yo, if you're collecting stories, sometimes you got to use other people's stories, right? Before creating your own. You got to use stories of things that you've seen, et cetera, so forth. Taisha was like, my mom used to train me. I wasn't first. She wouldn't let me do it at all when it came to fashion and new styles. Wow. That's right, Donisha. Facts tell, stories sell. Facts tell, stories sell. That's exactly right. I love that. Tammy was like, I take a holistic perspective of your life when I'm helping you heal. That's really good. That's really good. Stand out from the crowd. That's exactly right. All right, y'all, we're going to keep this party rolling. All right, number 5, us versus them always works. Us versus them. People love it when there's a hero and there's an enemy. How are you using this in your business, right? Don't mess around and make it where the hero is a tribe that people can be a part of. Oh my goodness. Don't mess around and name your movement. Don't mess around and name your, if you follow, rap music, the world of pop culture and whatnot, Megan Thee Stallion calls her fans the hotties, right? Or, Lady Gaga would call her fans the little monsters. Taylor Swift, she calls her fans the Swifties. On and on and on. You got me? What are you doing to make it so that it's us versus them? People love it when there's a hero. People love it when there's an enemy. We talked about this a little bit when I was breaking down how Donald Trump creates this hypnosis, how he creates this cult, right? One of the ways he does it is he is very clear about who's the enemy, whether it's big government, whether it's crooked politicians, whether it's the IRS. Never him, no. Right? What can you do to use us versus them? Here's number 6. Curiosity equals conversions. You don't have to sell at every stage, y'all, especially when you're at the beginning. Just focus on creating curiosity. Sometimes you're sitting there mixing an invitation with the presentation because you want to sell them all the way in the beginning. Number 6 is curiosity equals conversions. There's got to be a sense of anticipation, y'all. Right now, just close them on getting on the phone tomorrow. Right now, just worry about getting them to Starbucks tomorrow evening, tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow morning, right? We want to create the curiosity about what we're going to talk. Well, how does it work? Well, I wish I had time to talk about it right now, right? That's a way of you creating curiosity. Like, I don't even want to get started because we'll be here. Man, listen, this thing is amazing, right? This is why what you need is conviction. What you need is more belief, because I ain't got to teach you what to say if they can hear it in your tonality, if they can see it in your pupil dilation, if they can watch it in your body language, because you really believe. Now they're so curious, right? All right, here's number 7. Some of you talked about this earlier. Number 7 is social proof sells. Social proof sells. If people see that 10,000 other people loved your offer, they're going to trust that they'll like it too. When people go on there and they see all these reviews and testimonies, they're naturally going to trust you as well, right? What are you doing to get testimonies about the way Technisha helps people out? What are you doing to get testimonies about the way Tammy's particular unique solution has provided value for somebody? What are you doing to make it so you have testimonies, Miss Mandy, right? What are you doing to make it so that you're creating social proof? Here's number 8. Scarcity always sells. Scarcity and fear of missing out always sells now. Scarcity and FOMO, fear of missing out, FOMO, right? Them wanting your offer isn't enough. You have to give them a reason to want it immediately. Oh, well, Hazik, I have a home-based business, check this out. What are you doing to make it so if you enroll now, instead of waiting until December 1st, if you enroll before December 1st, you get to participate in this workshop we're doing on November 30th, right? What are you doing to create some power behind some urgency? Why do they need to do it now so they don't miss out on this thing? Why do they need to do it now before these issues run out or these copies run out? You need to give them a reason to want it immediately. Let me see it in the comments if you have a way to help them want it now. While you're doing that, I'm going to move on to number 9. Let me see your best ideas for getting them to move right away, or the best thing you've ever seen work. If you want to contribute some value, we appreciate you, millionaire. All right, here's number 9. Reciprocity is powerful. If you give somebody something, I don't care if it's a discount, I don't care if it's a free guide, I don't care if it's a gift, et cetera, they're always going to be more likely to give you something back. It's called good home training, but the big SAT word for it is reciprocity, right? Why can't I get some reciprocity? You know what I mean? All we saying is, if you serve, then you'll deserve, right? All we're saying is that if you figure out a way to combine some of these, like don't mess around and have a freebie for them that also creates curiosity, right? What I'm saying is you can combine these different things, but reciprocity is something you need to be using in your business. There are people that join the Kaizen Academy just because they want the good karma. They're like, man, this dude is giving us so much for free. Let me join his. There are people that join the academy and barely even come to the classes. They're just like, man, $2 a day, $1 a day, man, let me just pay what pays me. Let me just join his academy. People do that all the time. And I believe in my heart that it's because I give so much. You know what I mean? Here's number 10. Here's number 10. Here's number 10. Offer fewer choices. It's always going to lead to more sales. Offer fewer choices. It's always going to lead to more sales. You got me? So check it out. Choice overload will kill conversion. Everybody's mad at Cheesecake Factory right now, or they're all up in arms. Cheesecake Factories and all new. Some people would go, some people wouldn't go, and all of this. I'm going to tell you what Cheesecake Factory need to be worried about. They need to be worried about that phone book menu, right? Because it's always, you give yourself a headache flipping through that menu because there's so many darn choices. I feel sorry for their chefs. Oh my goodness. It's got to take 3 months to learn how to work at Cheesecake Factory in that kitchen. Choice overload will kill conversion. Somebody give it to me in the comments. The confused mind does nothing. The confused mind does nothing. The confused mind does nothing. Here's number 11, y'all. Anchoring increases conversions. Anchoring increases conversions. What's anchoring? A $5,000 watch sounds really expensive until I put it in a room with a bunch of $50,000 watches. That's called anchoring. That's called anchoring. You with me? What are you doing to anchor people? What are you doing to say, now this would normally cost this? Or if you added all of this stuff up, then it would be about this much you would have to spend to do all of this from jump for yourself, right? You'd have to spend this much money. You'd have to take this much time, right? All of a sudden, the price that you're about to present, even if it's a $5,000 watch, it sounds completely, it feels completely, right? Everything transforms because you just use the principle of anchoring. Here's number 12. People are drawn to communities. That's number 12. People are drawn to communities. People are drawn to communities. Let's go. Somebody type that in the comments. That's important. And share this with an entrepreneur. People are drawn to communities. You know, we about to go meet up on Instagram, right? We got a whole community. We get to follow each other. I'm going to start bringing y'all on to do some of the affirmations with me, et cetera, so forth. Why? Because we all want to be in a tribe. We all want to feel like we're with people that get it, right? So what do? We give our customer base a name. We give our people a name. Our particular crew is called Millionaire Minded, right? And we know that there are things that we believe that everybody else doesn't understand yet. Like, we understand why most businesses go out of business. Your business school teacher didn't even have a business. We know why most people trade in their happy life for happy hour, because either your mind has to expand to match your goals, or your goals will start to shrink to match your mind. We have different adages we live by. We have different principles that we use, all these Kaizen keys, et cetera, so forth, right? That make it so that we're able to go further, faster, with less effort. We understand, hey, this cat has no college degree. If he could do it, I could do it. This cat's been hustling his whole life. He don't got nothing special about him. I ain't saying I'm better than him, but he ain't better than me, right? What are you doing to create community? Last one I got for you, y'all, is that you got to create more belief. You got to create more belief. That's the ultimate marketing principle. A lot of times what you do is you ask yourself in a binary way. You say, do you believe in what you're selling? And then the answer is I do believe or I don't believe. But belief is a continuum. So if I was to ask that question more accurate, it would go, to what extent do you believe in what you're selling? That's the ultimate marketing hack. To what extent do you believe? It ain't a yes or no. How much do you believe in what you're saying? How much do you believe in what you're selling? Because if you 100% wholeheartedly, thoroughly believe in what you're selling, you're guaranteed to increase sales. You're guaranteed to increase conversions. I love you. I hope this was helpful. All right, let's meet up over there on Instagram, baby. It's affirmation time. It's affirmation time. So when we get over there, some of y'all got a request to come on screen, because when it's time for us to do the rebel yell, we're like, woo! Y'all got to hold me down. So that way I don't sound crazy doing it by myself. All right. I love you all. I'm going to meet y'all over there on Instagram, Mr. Haziq Ali. It's right there, Mr. Haziq Ali. Come rock with us. We're going to do our affirmations and visualization exercises. And remember, either your mind has to expand to match your goals, or your goals will just start to shrink to match your mind.